What's up, everybody? It's the Budget Retirement Options channel helping you with low-cost, safe retirement options. And we are back with another video. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. This place is paradise for some, a temporary escape for others, and for some, well, it just doesn't stick. We're gonna unpack the reasons why some people pack their bags and say adios to Puerto Vallarta, while others put down roots and call it home. We're talking cost of living, job market, the insane heat, we're covering it all. So grab your cervezas or your café de olla, hit that subscribe button because we're about to break this down. Puerto Vallarta style. Let's do this. First up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cost of living. Look, Puerto Vallarta ain't your grandma's Mexico anymore. It's not just cheap tacos and tequila sunrises all the time. Don't get me wrong, those things exist, but the cost of living here has been climbing faster than a gecko on a hot pear. Rent's going up, groceries are getting pricier, and don't even get me started on trying to find a decent apartment with ocean views that doesn't cost a fortune. It's a real thing and it's pushing people out. Listen, I get it, everyone wants a piece of paradise. But for some people, especially those on a budget or digital nomads trying to make it work, the reality is that making ends meet in Puerto Vallarta is tougher than it seems. If you're not careful, you can blow through your budget faster than you can say "Donde está la playa?" And it's not just the expats feeling the pinch. Local Mexicans are also struggling with the rising costs. For people born and raised here, watching their city become increasingly expensive is tough. It's a real issue and it's one of the main reasons why some people are choosing to leave. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. There are still ways to make it work in Puerto Vallarta, you just gotta be smart about it. We'll dig into that later. But first, let's talk about the job market. So you want to ditch the 9-to-5 and live that sweet, sweet Puerto Vallarta life? Who doesn't? But here's the thing, finding a job in PV can be tougher than finding a parking spot during high season. The job market here is competitive, especially for foreigners. Unless you've got some serious skills that are in high demand or you're fluent in Spanish, you might be stuck with seasonal work or gigs that barely cover the cost of your rent. Look, I'm not trying to crush your dreams here, but it's important to be realistic. To qualify for a job in Mexico as a foreigner, you must be sponsored by a Mexican company. This usually means you have skills that are hard to fill. The description includes a free ebook link if you want to learn how thousands of other expats supplement their income each month. In Puerto Vallarta, tourism is king, which means a lot of the jobs are in hospitality, tourism, and real estate.
There are a great number of locals to fill the jobs in the tourism industry. That being said, there are some entrepreneurs and remote workers who are making it work here. The key is to be resourceful, network like crazy, and be open to different opportunities.
Okay, this one's a real heartbreaker. Sometimes, no matter how much you love Puerto Vallarta, life throws you a curveball and you have to make the tough decision to leave. Family is everything, right? And sometimes family obligations or the need to be closer to loved ones trumps the allure of paradise.
Maybe your parents are getting older and need help. Maybe your sister just had a baby and you want to be there for your niece or nephew. Or maybe you're just really, really homesick and you need to be surrounded by familiar faces and places. These are all valid reasons to leave Puerto Vallarta. And honestly, sometimes the hardest part of living in paradise is being so far away from the people you love the most. It's a tough situation, but it's a reality for many people who live abroad.
All right, let's talk about the weather. Puerto Vallarta is beautiful year-round, but let's be real. The summers here can be brutal. We're talking scorching hot, humid, and sticky, the kind of weather that makes you want to shower 3 times a day and never leave your air-conditioned haven.
For some people, the summer heat is no big deal. They slather on the sunscreen, grab a cold drink, and embrace the tropical vibes. But for others, the intense heat can be a major deterrent.
If you're someone who wilts in the heat, then you might want to reconsider making Puerto Vallarta your permanent home. Or, at the very least, plan to escape to cooler climates during the summer months. Trust me, I've seen it happen. People come here in the winter, fall in love with the place, and then completely underestimate the intensity of the summer heat. It's not for everyone. Alright, let's get real about the legal stuff. Mexico has made it relatively easy for tourists to visit and enjoy the country, but if you're thinking about staying long-term, you're gonna need a visa. And let me tell you, navigating the Mexican immigration system can be more complicated than trying to order tacos with your limited Spanish.
There are different types of visas, each with its own set of requirements and fees. And trust me, the rules can change faster than the tide. One of the biggest hurdles for many people is the new financial requirement. To qualify for certain types of visas, you need to prove that you have a certain amount of savings or a steady income. And for some people, meeting those financial requirements can be a major barrier.
It's not impossible to get a visa, but it takes time, effort, and a whole lot of paperwork, starting in your hometown. Okay, let's shift gears for a second and talk about the good stuff. Because despite all the challenges, there are so many amazing things about living in Puerto Vallarta. First and foremost, the beauty. This place is simply stunning.
From the golden beaches and turquoise waters to the lush jungle-covered mountains, Puerto Vallarta is a feast for the eyes. Every day feels like you're living in a postcard. Whether you're catching the sunrise over the ocean, watching whales breach from your balcony, or hiking through the jungle to a hidden waterfall, there's no shortage of natural beauty to explore.
And the best part, it's not just pretty to look at, you can actually live in it. Imagine waking up to the sound of the waves crashing on the shore, feeling the warm breeze on your skin, and spending your days exploring hidden coves and swimming in crystal clear waters. That's the magic of Puerto Vallarta. One of the best things about living in Puerto Vallarta is the incredible expat community.
Seriously, these people are awesome. Whether you're a seasoned expat or a newbie just dipping your toes into the waters of international living, you'll find a welcoming and supportive community in Puerto Vallarta.
There are social clubs, meetups, volunteer opportunities, and well, a million other ways to connect with like-minded people who understand the joys and challenges of living abroad.
And let me tell you, having a strong support system is crucial when you're far from home. These people get it. They've been there, done that, and they're always down for a margarita and a good vent session.
Plus, the expat community is a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds, so you're constantly learning new things, trying new foods, and expanding your horizons. Let's be real, no conversation about Puerto Vallarta is complete without talking about the food. Get ready to loosen your belt and indulge in some serious culinary delights because this city knows how to eat. From fresh off the boat seafood and sizzling street tacos to gourmet restaurants and trendy cafes, Puerto Vallarta has something to satisfy every craving.
And the best part? It's also affordable. You can easily have a delicious and satisfying meal for under $10. One of my favorite things to do in Puerto Vallarta is to wander through the cobblestone streets, inhaling the aromas of spices and grilled meats and stopping at every other corner to try a new taco or tamale. And don't even get me started on the fruit. Mangoes, papayas, pineapples, it's also fresh, juicy, and bursting with flavor.
If you're worried about getting bored in Puerto Vallarta, think again. This city is bursting with things to see and do, both day and night. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie, a history buff, a beach bum, or a foodie, you'll find plenty to keep you entertained in Puerto Vallarta.
For those who love the great outdoors, there's hiking, ziplining, snorkeling, scuba diving, whale watching, you name it, Puerto Vallarta's got it. If you're more into culture and history, be sure to check out the Malecón, the iconic boardwalk lined with sculptures, restaurants and bars. Or take a day trip to the charming town of Yelapa, or explore the ancient ruins of Teotihuacan. And of course, no trip to Puerto Vallarta is complete without experiencing the vibrant nightlife. From salsa clubs and beach bars to rooftop lounges and live music venues, there's something for everyone.
So after weighing the pros and cons, the challenges and the rewards, what's the verdict? Is Puerto Vallarta the right place for you? Well, that's a question only you can answer. But here's the thing, Puerto Vallarta is a special place. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, immerse yourself in a different culture, and reconnect with what truly matters.
It's a place where you can live life on your own terms. Whether that means spending your days surfing and sunbathing, or exploring ancient ruins and sampling exotic fruits. It's a place where you can find yourself, lose yourself, and reinvent yourself all at the same time. But it's also a place that challenges you, tests you, and forces you to grow. It's not always easy living in paradise, but it's always an adventure.
So, there you have it. The good, the bad, and the ugly of living in Puerto Vallarta. Ultimately, the decision of whether to stay or go is a personal one. There's no right or wrong answer, but hey, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Have you ever considered moving to Puerto Vallarta? Or maybe you've already taken the plunge and you have some insights to share? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you are not sure where you want to retire, check out the publisher's book, Traveling the World on Social Security, in the Kindle store on Amazon. Until next time, Keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep living life to the fullest. Don't forget, if you want to supplement your income, download the channel's free ebook. The link is in the description.